Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about one social media marketing book that changed my whole mindset on how to make money, how to start a business, and how to maintain that business. Stay tuned and I'm going to talk about how it changed my business and how I'm starting to make a lot more money. If you don't know who I am, my name is Chris Lann. I own a social media marketing agency called Lann Media. I am a YouTuber, content creator, and I am here to help you with your social media marketing journey, getting more money online, and social media growth hacks. How to grow better, faster on social media. So let's dive right into it. The book I'm going to be talking about is called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. So this book was amazing. So it took a child's perspective of money and business, and as he grew older, this is Robert Kiyosaki. As he grew older, it showed his journey on how he approached money, how he approached business, his influences. And what was amazing about this book and how it compares to my journey of creating a six-figure social media marketing agency is because he was a marketer. That was it. I mean, he wasn't he didn't grow up in a big business family. His mentor was the rich dad, which was actually his friend's dad, and he was the rich dad. I mean, he had a business, he knew how to grow it, he minded his own business, everything about it. So getting back to it, his marketing journey, I kind of can relate with my journey because my family was not into business and never have. I mean, their role was go to school, go to college, get a great job, look for security. And that's exactly how his dad acted. His dad acted the same way. He had a great government job. He had a severance package for when he retired. He was secure, so he thought. And the rich dad took risk. He had his own business. He had employees. He pushed the limits on business marketing and how to make more money and how to sustain his wealth. So this book broke all that down. I mean, I was so confused because, all my life I was taught one thing, but here was this rich dad, which his friend's dad was teaching him something completely different. He was teaching them the value of money, how to get the money, and how to sustain the money for long periods of time, which he called wealth. So it was like this. If you didn't have to work, you didn't have to make money, you didn't have to do anything except sit on the beach all day, how long could you do that with the money that you had? So that's what he gave as kind of an idea of how much wealth do you have. Wealth isn't based upon the dollars in your bank account. It's based upon how long can you live without having to work for more money. And this simple ideology was mind-blowing for me because I couldn't live very long because I haven't sustained enough wealth. So throughout the book, they talk about money, business, and it's all through Robert Kiyosaki's perspective from being a child all the way to being an adult. So through the journey of him growing and learning about more money, at the beginning he was like, okay, I'm gonna make money. So he's actually trying to make like little nickel coins since he was told to make money. And his dad laughed, and his poor dad laughed at him and was like, you know what, it's okay. That's not exactly what I meant, but it was a great idea. Keep going. The rich dad said, great, now expand upon that. You understand that you can't make money, but you have to create some kind of business. So his first business was a library business where they could come, like kids would come around the block or in the neighborhood, and they would come and rent comic books, and they could stay as long as they want. They just had to, give up some money and stay there, read as many comic books, and then come back and do the same thing over again. He even paid his friend's sister some money to manage the business, so while they're away, they don't have to do anything. They're getting money for the business, and that's pretty much the business systems. When it comes to business systems, that's the model that Rich Dad wanted to implement for them. He pretty much was saying, I want you to make money without ever having to really work because you have people to work for you, employees, business leaders, CEOs that are going to take care of the business while you're in turn still making money by owning a business. So that small little model, that small little idea sparked Robert Kiyosaki from being a child with a library comic book business to owning multi-million-dollar businesses, one of them involving wallets, another one involving real estate. So these little ideas changed my mindset. I mean, I went from thinking, okay, how do all these people make money? How did Bill Gates start out? For instance, Robert Kiyosaki, Dan Lok, Tai Lopez, they all had to start from the very beginning, just like all of us. So when I was reading this book, I wasn't just reading about one child's perspective of money. I was also reading about my own perspective of money and business and how to start from absolutely nothing and slowly build into something bigger. So it was an amazing book. Again, it was called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and it changed everything for me. From money to all the way to how I now conduct my business. If you want to read this book, you will learn 5 big things right from the beginning. You will learn more about money, how to sustain money, how to make more money. You will learn about business, making a business, controlling a business, and how to help a business, especially if it's falling. Because one of the little tips that I learned from inside the book has stayed with me forever, and that is a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA, which means if you're talking to an investor about maybe an idea that you have them sign that so they can't take your idea. Because if you don't have your idea locked down by a lawyer and NDAs and everything else to help you, someone can go ahead and take your idea from you. Now again, don't quote me on this. I read the book. I'm not a lawyer, but that's what was told in the book. Number 3 talks about the 4 classes of people in the world. So there are employees, self-made people, which means if they're in the business, they create their own business, but if they're not there, then the business isn't making money. Businessmen, which means you own a business, you're getting paid for the business making money for you. And then investors, and that's people investing their own money into other businesses so that they'll get a percentage of the money that they make. The 4th thing is that you will change your perspective on how you see yourself. And I know that's a deep one, but it's true. I saw myself as someone, I'm just trying to make money, I'm trying to hustle, I'm trying to get it, but I didn't have an idea or a strategy to get it. One rule that they taught was tactics versus strategy. So a tactic is something that you want. For instance, a simple one is I want more clients. So how do you get more clients? That's strategy. So you would have 1,000 strategies to one tactic. So you have one goal and you have 1,000 ways to get that one goal. So that's another way of thinking. So that's the biggest thing you can get from this book is your perspective about a lot of things will change. And that's fine because I promise you it's changing for a good reason. And I enjoy the change and I'm learning from it and I'm implementing those ideas, those ideologies, and I'm transitioning from a business with no motive, no goals, to a business that's actually making more money. So the 5th one, and I think the most important one, is that you get to see these changes. Now, you implement it, like I was saying with the 4th one, you implement it to change your business, but the 5th and most important one is you get to see the change. You get to see the change from a little boy that is making a library comic book business all the way to someone that's making multi-million-dollar businesses on wallets, real estate. He's killing it. And then he retires at middle age. He's in his 50s when he retires and he's done. He doesn't have to work for the rest of his life because he's acquired millions and millions and millions of dollars that he's set for life. He could live glamorously, but still retain enough wealth to last him and his wife for many, 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 many years, all the way up to retirement. So this book is about finally getting financially independent, having a great money mindset, and just enjoying life, because that's what it is. It's a journey. So with the money mindset and the series that I have going on, it's all about the journey. You're making money, you're trying to do your best, and you're learning. And that's it. That's all you can do in life. So, again, my name is Lann. If you like this video, hit that like button. And the question of the day is, what is your favorite social media marketing book? Is it Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you like a different one? Well, if you like this review on the book, Down below in the description, I have left a link so that you can buy your own book, just like I have. You can buy your own book, read it, enjoy it, and implement it in your life and your business. And I promise you, you will not regret it. It is also an affiliate link, so any purchases of the book, I will get a small commission. So if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe here, and I have 2 videos up here that you guys can watch and enjoy, and I hope to see you guys again.